Alright, I think we are online, which is good. Hopefully audio's alright and you guys can hear me. I don't think we've got many people in here, which is going to be quite nice and pretty chill. There we go. How is it? Cool. the switch is working, but we're not destroying the hand actors once we do that, which is fine. They should be destroying themselves. Let's have a look. Oh, we're going to be doing... Do I not have it? How's everybody doing? You all having a good day? What? I've realized I was supposed to have a meeting with someone right now, and I completely ballsed it up. 2 seconds, guys, doing tutoring over WhatsApp. Hey, dude. So if you go to project settings, so edit project settings, same as normal, you go down to Android, and here, there's an option in here to allow for large OBB files. If you hover over it, can change the limit from 2 gigs to 4 gigs, which might work for what you're doing as well. If not, I might have to look at doing additional pack files. So in package game inside of APK, and then do a pack file on top of that, which might work. But what I'll do is I'll have a think, and then I'll see you at 4 o'clock, and we'll go over and see what I can come up with to get you up and running. But try that for now. That might actually allow you to keep building, and then do the past the 4 gigs, and see how it goes from there. You order box. Unreal's nice and it's quick to do stuff in it. But you do one F up and then hours go by and find one blue thing. It's not Unreal though, that's the same as anything. Any program you do, you break something, you don't know what you broke. It's kind of like, you did it. Do you know what I mean? You gotta remember what you've done. But yeah, I agree, it typically takes a little bit of time to figure out what's going on with it. Of a client over WhatsApp. So what I need to do is figure out how to destroy the motion control hands. I thought I already had it set up, but apparently not. But then I could just use this spawn motion control left and spawn motion control right. So if the player's killed, event destroyed, I've got this here. So we destroy that, it fires this. So I could just do that. So if this player dies or it's destroyed, then it destroys the motion controllers. Have another shot. Hey, done. Nice, that's fixed. I think these need fixing. Yeah, there's no animations on those. Fix some guns. Ah. Yeah. I think it's be our hands now. I changed it to. For anybody wondering, I rebuilt the entire template, kind of. I didn't rebuild all the code. I rebuilt how it spawns stuff in and does stuff. So now we've got parent and child classes for motion controllers. So the motion controller base contains everything it needs, and then the hands. So skirmish hands are a child of that with what that needs, and it's kind of built up on top of each other. So it means that the hands, other than the materials, which are quite large because they're on max size, rather small. For example, if I just go here, size map, you can see that the hands now are only tracking the animations basically, and it's got some grab components on there as well. It's referencing grab component with 5.6 megs, so it's a lot simpler to work on. So if you want to do motion controls as well, it's no longer all built into the same blueprint. They're all separate out now, so you can choose what you want to do. Same as the character. So the characters now have their character classes, and then you can choose in here which hands you want to use in the default setups, which makes it a lot smaller. So the base character class is only 2 megabytes now. I can't remember what it was before, but it was quite large. So character class is really small now. We've got the character controller, which I've been through and optimized the living crap out of. So it's no longer like 50 megs, it's down to like 6.5. You can see that we've got just very few references, although we're referencing base character class, which is fine. That's always going to be a class that we spawn in. And now characters, if you want a new menu, if you want a new character for a menu, let's say, you can just duplicate one of these and you can set it up as you want and then go through it. What I've been doing here is changing around this logic a little bit. So this is more like this is the respawn logic. So if the player dies, we can actually respawn it in and possess a new character while deleting the old one. So if the user wants to have something that is global now, what you can do is you can put your variables in here because it's going to be persistent, and then you can store different variables for your actual level in here. It'll make sense when people are using it, but yeah. Just a case of going through and just checking everything. I am running through Steam VR instead of Oculus. So what I'm going to have to do is remap the crouch controls, because I think I've got it set up to the left controller, but I'm going to move it to the right thumbstick in a minute. It didn't work. I have no idea if you guys can hear me all right. Once. Should be okay. Your hands. I might have to go through and do this with the other weapons because they're not set up with parent-child stuff. There we go. Steve Foster, hi, welcome to the stream. I just realized that the audio is probably clipping for the music, so I've just upped that for you guys. Really, I think I'm really close to getting this sorted so I can get the update out. But we'll see. Can't promise right now. It's our weapons, and then we need to do get VR hands. So also for anybody who has the GDXR template already, when it comes to the new one, all the animation stuff is managed by the hands themselves. So if I jump in, blueprints, blueprints, motion controls and hands. We'll do skeleton hands. You'll see that we've got this set up here. So everything's in the one blueprint, but when you press start, it spawns 2 of them and then it removes it based on which hand we're using. So left or right, and then it removes the content from it. It might look a little bit much, but it works a lot better. And it allows you to have the one blueprint, but 2 different styles. So if you want one hand to be pink in this case, or one hand to be blue, you can actually do that now. And it'll be a lot easier to deal with, which is super cool. And it's also a lot smaller as well. Although, even though I already showed the size maps, they are a lot bigger. That's just because these aren't actually minimized anymore. So I could do asset actions, edit selection by property matrix, and then what we could do is change. I always lose it. Minimum texture size, what we're at now, like 4096 or something. We could do like 1024. Do that. We save, file, save all. Then hopefully when we do this, it should be now lower than 31.9 megs. So if I go back to that, I think that was the one I used. No, I didn't change. They're materials, man. Or it might be because I didn't refresh it. Update redirectory references. Do that. And we will validate assets in folder. I know I can restart the editor and then that'll do it for me as well. But I don't think there's that much point in doing that. Just wasting time setting everything back up. That's fine. I think anybody doing their own game is going to change these hand meshes out anyway, so it'll be a lot smaller for you guys. Oh. How's everybody doing? Y'all having a good day? Nice fine Thursday. What do you think of the new camera as well? Got a new streaming camera? Trying to sort the stream out to make it a little bit nicer. And then down here, I need to change this one. Stay. Action crouch on right thumbstick, but it's not working, which means it's going to be my new system. is the crouching. There it is. Is in crouch zone started. It's true. We're not in a crouch zone. Should be false. That's fine. Started. Should trigger this. Add gameplay and then crouch. See what we get. Both characters correct. So, okay. Something in here for crouch that I broke. Can crouch is true. Why don't we crouch anymore? Anybody know? Okay. Which worked previously? I can physically crouch, but we don't want that. Oh. Why are you popping? Should be crouching there as well. Climbing. Can you check to see if there's anything overriding it? Oh, frustrating. Oh, that's a fun thing that I forgot to say about. The new update, I'm not focusing on multiplayer. Like, at all at the minute, but I've rebuilt it so it'll make it easier for anybody that's doing it. So if I change this number of players to 2 now, and we do as client, I think that's the right one. Now we press play, should get 2. Characters, although I'm controlling both of them for some reason. Can't remember which one it is. I don't know why I'm controlling both. But either way, it's a lot easier now to set it up. Let me change it. I don't know what changed. Oh, I think it's this. I think it's this one that's messing it up. My multiplayer setup's not the, or knowledge is not the best. Yeah. Oreo, are there any specific learning resources you would recommend for making VR projects in UE? There seems to be a lot of information out there for Unity, but little for UE. I've got the channel, so there's a bunch of YouTube videos on the GDXR channel which you can have a look through, tutorials. And I'm always making more, so I'm trying to boost that side of things. But overall, honestly, it's a lot of just standard Unreal Engine stuff. If you know what you want to build, you can look at a 2D version of it, for like an FPS shooter or something along those lines, and then typically get like 90% of the way there. It's just going to be down to specific things such as the player. If you want to do custom things like climbing, you need to know how you can move the player around and then use the motion controllers with those to then do things. Like, I've been working on this template for over 3 years now, so it's not something you can just jump in and probably build in a week. But there's like, most of it is just knowledge I've learned from using Unreal Engine in general. So I'll show you my climbing logic. So that's what it takes to make a VR character climb in this. So it looks more complex than it actually is. But I'm just storing motion controller data and then getting where they are in the world, and then using that to figure out where to move the player to, and a bunch of other different things that was like built into it. But yeah, overall, just jump in and get started. Any Unreal resource is going to be a good resource, and it'll point you in the right direction. But after you've set up the character and your motion controllers, everything else is pretty much the same as an ordinary Unreal game. I know it's not the best answer, but I hope it helped. Thanks, Sean, it's been really helpful. Awesome. I'm going to work on some more mixed reality videos soon. So I'm going to do some meta interaction tutorials on how to use that and get it set up, which will be a lot of fun as well. But I'm honestly trying just to get this update out. I've been working on it for like 3 months now, because I've redesigned so much in it that it's starting to be a little bit of a pain. I don't know how to do this for multiplayer, like to set this so when it spawns, it uses the correct index, because I think it's using the wrong index. Yeah. Do that. Don't think that'll work. I don't think it worked. I wonder how they do it in... I wasn't planning on doing this, but let's have a look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and set this up so we can change from player 1 to player 2 if we need to, and then take it from there. We'll just keep going as we normally are, but I'm not going to focus on networking overall. Is local controller. Oh. So they specifically tell it which one. Wait there. Stable. Right. That changes. Let's do multiplayer. Now I can try and break this one, and I don't have to worry about the other one if I do mess it up. Have a look. Why not have to compile shaders for changing the branch? Benefit is it shouldn't take too long. The worst thing about this camera is you guys can see when I'm on my phone. I can't hide it from you. While that's going, we can have a look at this one. So what we need is a name in the game instance. The game instance is local. I do not want to set up full multiplayer in this. It's going to be too extensive and it's going to bloat everything out. So if somebody's doing just normal VR, it's going to be a bit too much. That's mainly because we're doing blueprint only. That's the problem. I think with a little bit of work, we could probably get it up and running with multiplayer, but it's going to be a bit too much for just this one session. Right, so we have a username and then a network session, which we could put in. Get game instance, pass to, and then get the name. Set name on server. Does that have to be in the game instance, or could it just be the HMD? Sets it locally. We get it from the game instance. What sets it? Drinking tea. I just got tea leaves in my mouth. Login menu. where we set the name for the game instance. Okay, so you set it yourself, right? So they have it so you set it yourself, and then it sets it in the game instance, which is then creating the session, and then opens a new level, which then spawns the player character. So the player character then spawns and then runs this, so it's already set. Okay. Name set down here, and then spawn obsess on server. And choose one. So confusing. It's so like interlinked. I don't think this will work from this level. I think it ideally needs to be done in a different level. It would be really cool to try and set that up though. So tempting just to play around with it. G. Part of me wants to see whether I can set this up. The question is how. The goal would just be to have 2 characters that I could spawn in with. But I need a new level. I'm trying to think of it as like a single player hub world, which would have, and then if you wanted to do multiplayer, there would be another one, or a menu somewhere in here. which allows you to set up multiplayer stuff, and then it loads in. I haven't really got any free space. I wonder if I could do it from here. Have the main menu, have a multiplayer button that loads you into a new level, which is like a hub world. And then from there, it allows you to set up all your details. Not a lobby because there won't be more people in it. That'll be a different level altogether. The menu. Could have just duplicated that one. what the hell? Clean logic from me game mode and it just crashed. Idea why that broke a minute ago. Controller keyboard. That's money. This is so wrong. The changes from the other build, and it's just not here. Right, what is going on? And then multiplayer. That should be it. I didn't do it right. There we go. Awesome. Right, so we want to change that to 2, make sure it's on play as listen. The edit will act as both a server and a client. Additional instances maybe won't be on. That should be fine. For that one, and then blueprints, UMG, settings menu, widgets, master widget. Then we're gonna have general menu, duplicate. Yeah. Save it. Cool. Menu. Okay. And in here we've got need a new menu file. Save all. Delete that. That. G. Do a new one. New folder. And install. Master. Same as I got in the other ones. Move some to the other window so I can see what I am still doing. Nearly. Available. as what I've got in the other ones. $100. I need to set this up to be actual menu. So we've got our I don't remember where I put my UMG. I don't think it's in these. Duplicate. I just need a child. So I think that master has. I don't think we need that. Pretty sure we don't need any of that logic in there anymore, because what I've done is I've gone through and I've updated it to work with to handle it with the motion controllers. So the motion controllers determine what they're pointing at instead of the UMG. So it's no longer duplicating it for every single widget you have in your scene. So it brings the file size down as well. To be relatively small because we're not loading in Niagara pointer effects for different things. General menu, opens multiplayer. Be able to go back to our main menu, or our main demo room. So, demo room. The headset is not connected anymore. go. And now we've got pointer interactions all set up and ready to go. Cool. Question is, how do we set this up? Blueprints. Our player game instance needs a name. We're going to make a button that generates a random username. And we should be able to use that, I think. This is all just placeholder stuff right now. More just playing around with it to see if it works. Great username. Ninja, morning. What are you working on right now? We're doing a little bit of multiplayer. So we've got a main demo room, which is part of the GDXR template. And then we're going to look at setting up a little multiplayer room just to see if we can actually spawn characters in and possess them as we need to, as you normally would with multiplayer. It's more just a test, playing around to see what works. I feel they just use that. what have we got in? Where did it go? Epic Games Launcher Library. Galvanic, yo, good evening. How's it going? So good to see you today. It's good to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I've got major toothache right now, so I've got an emergency dentist appointment tomorrow, which is a lot of fun, even though I've already had one. So just trying to get on with it, but it's been so busy. Like, I've honestly been so busy. Like, I messed up, basically messed up the stream. I was supposed to be in a meeting with somebody else at 1 o'clock, and I completely forgot about it. So it's just a bunch of stuff going on, just trying to get back on track. This directional light is so bright, it's only on 5. Bring that in a little bit. Press it. Yeah, random. So. I'm doing good. I made a UE cinematic challenge and was invited for a new big event in India called Waves. Nice. Reached home on 5 evening and back to work today. That sounds awesome. You need to put it in the Discord. Do you want open to watch it? Yeah, I'll watch it. Might not watch it right now because I'm trying to get this done, but we'll see. By the way, what you're working on? Doing a little bit of fun. So I've been working on the new version of the GDXR template. So I go in here. It doesn't look like much has changed, but I've rebuilt the whole player setup. So characters now have a full base class to work from, and then each individual one can have its own logic. If I open this up. So we got that. I've stripped out all the hands and motion controllers from the main character, so that's not in there anymore. They're actually spawned in by their own actor class. So we've got this here, we've got a motion controller base class, which has basically all the UI interaction function. It now uses gameplay tags to track what's going on, with all the information that we need for that, so general stuff. And then as you go down it, we've got motion controller visualization, which is a new one, a child class of motion controller base that determines whether we're using the right or left motion controllers. And then it actually sets that up to display which mesh we're using. So it's kind of a step down. And then from that one, from motion controller base, we then have skeletal hand visualization, which is a child of that. And then this has ones that controls all the hands and most of the skeletal controllers, skeletal meshes. So it's not all tied together anymore, they're all separated out. So it's been like a 3-month rebuild, but it now means that the motion controller base is like 2 megabytes. And then visualization size map is only 3.3. Instead of having all of these joined together into one blueprint, it's then spawned in. So when the game starts, the game instance spawns the character controller, and then it gets the player character, which has been spawned in from the game mode, So game mode here, and then when that spawns in the character that you want to use, so in this case Manny, what it does is it sets up Manny, which is a child class of base character, and then it spawns in. So once Manny spawns, if I go to the base class for Manny, it then spawns in the motion controls and the hands. So if you destroy Manny, it can now destroy the hands, and it can kind of work as a chain all the way down. So it's been a massive overhaul, but it's a lot easier to work with and a lot better as well. Holy cow, full revamp. Yes, I'm also working on the character climbing as well. So if I jump in, and then we have a look. If I go over here, we've now got a system that when you grab or get close to a ladder, it actually shows you where your hand's going to be. And then you can actually grab it and then climb from there. And it's got a little bit of a lag delay on it. But there's a little bit of work to be done on that. So still trying to get it sorted. But it just works a little bit nicer now. But yeah, there's a bunch of bugs I've got to fix and work out, but there's a big overhaul. All the UI as well is working off half frame rate, so it doesn't update as much, which is why there's an issue right now. If I go to the drop down here, we see this is because it's updating half the frame rate. So I just need to go in there and change that one back. But we got everything in here. So hands now, they're a full separate mesh. So if I go to motion controllers, it's going to be able to do it. But let me fix that one. Hopefully that fixes it. If not, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Change that to try and improve performance, and now I'm going to have to do it all the way through, which is going to be any one of them with yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and remove all of that. I was trying to do it so it would improve performance, but clearly it's just causing issues, which is a bit of a pain. Trying to improve the performance of the menus. But yeah, I've gone through and changed all of these out, so they're quite small now to load in. Main menu size map. Yeah, like loading all of the UI for the hand menu is only like 3.9 megabytes now. So it's a lot smaller. Oh damn, chat, where we go? Full camera, full revamp, or need full revamp? Yep. New camera angle. Yes, I got a new camera, so we can actually do some better stuff. I can actually a little bit bigger as well. Cool. Change that. These. We can actually go to that one. I don't know if this is going to break it. Boom. Although it's on the wrong camera. Gonna change? Where are we going? Not gonna do it, is it? I know it's just doing the back camera because I've got it. It's gonna be a pain. Let me change it back. I can figure out whether you're gonna be facing the wall or not. There we go. And then I can change that back to front. There we go. Yeah. Got a new camera, so I can do some actual recording stuff. There we go. It turns out I don't have a microphone on my main setup scene. So I'm back. So the camera is an Insta360 X5. So I went out and got one of those. I want to do some more VR stuff with it. I thought it'd be pretty cool. And especially when I'm doing reviews for stuff like the Pimax Crystal Light as well. I thought it'd be really good to do that. See if I can copy the microphone over. Copy. There we go. Cool, we got mic now. So yeah, so when I'm doing videos on this, I can actually show it a little bit easier and then do different headset reviews. So we can cover a little bit more detail. Although this is kind of not working right now, so I'm waiting for replacement lenses, which isn't the best thing in the world for sending someone a review that doesn't work. But we'll see how it goes and go from there, which will be cool. By the way, I added the 40-second short in the Show Off Your Work channel. Nice. All right, we'll take a look in a little bit. Let's jump back in and see what I can fix. Yeah, the Pimax, I saw that on LinkedIn. Yeah, it's I can't really say anything about it at the minute because the lenses don't work. I've had to take screws out of it to try and get it set up. So I'm waiting for Pimax. Apparently, my contact at Pimax have said that they've sent out some replacement lenses. So I'm going to try those whenever they turn up. I don't know when they're going to turn up. But they've also sent me the face color, so Pimax face color, which then allows me to set this up with the Valve Index controllers and the base stations, which I'll have to screw in. But yeah, I thought we'd get a bigger camera, so then we can do some videos on the guns as well, and then you guys can see it without me having to move the camera around and change it all up. There we go. But yeah, what do you think? Is it all right? I'm hoping I can make some good use of it. Love to take out the 360 as well, get some photos and then bring them back and put them in Unreal. Do some more tutorials on 360 video and camera, that kind of thing, because people are doing it quite a bit. What was I doing? I need to fix other bugs instead of doing multiplayer, but I want to try and do multiplayer. Oh, it's a pain. Get random int. Yes. How did they do it in here? That's music and fun. Yeah, now you guys can see what I'm playing on my phone. Thermalight. So much. It's so messy. User entries. Use a text field name. Where's that set from? I'm gonna just leave that as it is for now, and I think I'm not gonna look at it just yet. I think I'm jumping ahead too far. Fix that. Well, stable. I'll keep that folder in there. We'll sort out everything else. Why are you so washed out again? You shouldn't be washed out. Moved all the logic from the widgets, so they don't care about it anymore, which is great. Cool. They're child parent widgets now as well, which means they're a lot smaller. Well, that one's referenced in the game instance. Why have we got a reference in the game instance? Because I didn't delete all the variables that were in here as well. Now the UMG shouldn't reference anything. It's all handled by the controllers in the hands. So it means if you need UI stuff, you just drag one into the scene, and you can make your own as well. You don't have to use the ones that are in here. it'll just work a lot better. There we go. Widget blueprint, geometry interactions, and switch faster. Cool. So yeah, now it's a lot cheaper as well, which is super cool. Although that one's broke. What? There we go. There we go. Oh, also one thing that I haven't mentioned as well is the screen fade is no longer a mesh, it's an actual UMG. So that way you can animate it and you can do whatever you want with it as well, which is super cool. These are faded out because I changed it to use a retainer box. I assume that is because of this. Can we just use any material in the effects? No. But for that is using UMG better. It's only there for a split second, so it's only there when it's spawned in. UMG. I've got so much stuff in here now, I keep forgetting where it is. Green fade. Yeah, it's just basically a canvas panel that updates on frame, and then it plays the animation, so it goes through, and then it tells the game instance when it's completed and when it's began. So you can control different things in there. You can have it displayed in as well, so you can animate it kind of like however you want. So if you wanted to animate from the top down and then up that way, it should be fine. And then it's done by the game instance. So blueprints. It's been a couple of months since I worked on this bit. Green fades, so it's done through a soft reference, and then it fades it in, and then calls it, and then it destroys it as well. So once it's finished, it'll get removed, and then you don't have to worry about it. But it's pretty cheap. It's not much different to the other stuff. It's just a little bit more accurate, and it works a lot nicer as well. It's a lot smoother than dealing with having a loaded material in there and a mesh. So it's only on the start and end. But because I've optimized it everywhere else I can, that it's pretty good, to be fair. There's not much issues with it. I want to know why it's being washed out. just because it's got a retainer box on it. Why is the retainer box washing it out? The retainer box material effects. I don't want to apply material effect to it. Oh, is that all I needed to do? Go back to the designer. Ah, there we go. That's all it is. Right. Now I've got to go through each one and then tell it to not use material effect, which is a pain. I'll see you guys in a week once I'm done. This is the drop down box. Base count 1. Ridiculous. Yeah, I used the template last week to build a client project in like a day, and it was pretty smooth going. Why did it crash again? Steam crashed. Steam crashes and then it just brings Unreal with it. Oh, it didn't lose all of it, did it? Ah. Go to container box. No. So what are you guys working on then? You're all just chilling out, or you're working on something specific? What's this food count there? I need to figure out why the crouch isn't working. After the crouch, I'm pretty sure it's just the climbing system I need to improve. The UMG and the climbing. And then I'd actually feel comfortable pushing this update out. I'm going to set these all back to 2, and then I'm going to figure out how to stop the drop-down box flickering. I just want to build my own game. I just want to sit down and just be like, let's build something. What's this one? Screen fade, right. That's not going to have a retainer on it. I keep thinking I need to rebuild this UMG to make it a lot nicer, but I'm like, it's just the demo. It's just for an example. So I don't think I need to worry about it. Cool. Right. So that is the design fixed. They're all now running at half frame, which means we get a performance increase from that because it's not running every frame or on tick, which is great. So basically, if your headset's running at 120 Hz, all the UI is going to be running at 60, which will be really good. Sorry, we're going to call for a few minutes. Where were you talking about UMG? Said a couple of things about UMG. Changed the material around the hertz. I was just saying that they're using a retainer box. So the retainer box tells it to run at half frame rate. So if your headset's running at 120 Hz, it's now going to be running at 60 because UMG doesn't need to update that often. So shouldn't have to worry about it too much. And then if you do need it to run higher, you can just change that value back. For example, on the HUD or something along them lines. What I need to do is figure out why the drop-down combo box is flickering. that. So you got the bubble for your head strap as well. How's it? It is fantastic. I think it's the best head strap I've got, like, ever used. It's not a paid sponsor or anything like that, but I bought it out my own money, and it is totally worth it. So much more comfortable to work with. I have taken the face cover off, so I don't have to worry about that. But it is really nice. It's not working at all now. I'd highly recommend the bubble VR strap. It's really nice. I wonder if I need to go through and just put the retainer box on the main menu. What? I'll remove the retainer box all the way up the stack. So wrap with retainer box. 2. Big Game Studios, hello, how's it going? Clients. Clients are in panic mode and now they're asking me to drop by, which is fine. Doing work with a client and they haven't give the person that I'm working with all the content that they need. So the person trying to get it all done for them is now in a little bit of predicament because they need the stuff done. It's not done, and now the client's running out of time. It's such a shame. It's such a shame when people when that happens. I've on it. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, I think the deadline's the end of next week. I think the deadline was today for the person working on it. And I've been helping them out with it, so they've been doing really good. But they're still waiting on stuff from the client, and it's just getting up to crunch. So trying to figure out what it is they can get done by themselves, and then what I'll need to jump in and help wrap up. Which I don't mind. I don't mind. It's always nice being able to have my name on a project. That's if I'm allowed to show them. I always do it. I'm never allowed to show it. Right. I need to figure out why the player can't crouch. But I don't know if I can be bothered. Crouching is pretty much the last thing. We fixed those drop-down boxes in the combo menu. So we can then go in. Oh, you are doing it now. Why? No retainer box. So if it's got a drop down, I can't use the retainer box. That sucks. Hopefully that should fix the menus then. There we go. Need to remove these, they're not hooked up to anything. So we fixed the respawning character stuff, so that we can swap characters out, and it destroys the hands correctly, and then everything else. I think. Then got the menu, drop-down combo boxes working. Fixed the arcade-style menus to work with the new hand animation system. And in here. Oh. I'll leave that as it is for now. That works. this. Go on, crouch. Inputs work. We already tested those. The question is, why does the crouch function not do anything? What could stop the player from not crouching? Maybe something in the part of the controller. This. Oh, we're on the right track. It's trying to crouch, but it's not crouching. There we go. Right. That's fine. This crouching is all crouching in. Cool. Hopefully that now means you can change our height, and then I can crouch, And we can stand back up. Is good. What we could do here is we could set tag. We are less than the half height. We enable crouch, and then we say at gameplay tag crouching. If we are crouching, do nothing. If we're not, check to see if we can. And then it's not really going to do anything. But we've got event tick here. So we could say if it is crouching, figure out whether we can set this up. This would be fine. If we are crouching, we don't do anything. If we're not, we check to see if we are less than the crouch height. If we are, then we set it to crouch. But we need to do it so it automatically unsets it. Although, I would rather have that done with the controller. Or remove this completely. I might remove that. I think it's just going to cause confusion, and then if you want to crouch, you can use the right thumbstick. What I could do instead of enabling crouch is we say if it's less than, we use the same speed as crouch for walking. Because I can set the crouch, I just can't unset it. Otherwise it's going to break the manual one, which will be a pain. Rodney, it has been great following you, but as a noob I'm having a hard time with everything. Do you have any YouTube playlists I could learn from the start? Any help will be extremely valuable. I've got a bunch of videos that are kind of aimed at beginners or getting started with VR, but probably the easiest one is an explanation of how the VR template works. Let me find it for you. don't know if this is the one with just a really terrible name. Keep that in mind because it'll be important when we go over to the menu there. We're going to toggle blueprint around. It's fail. We can't handed. Now in the event graph, we then go to this component. This might just be my explanation on how the menu works specifically. I forgot it was 20. I thought this section. Forgot it was 30 minutes long. Out of here. Because to me, this is the hardest part about understanding the default VR template. So understanding how the menu works itself and communicates can be pretty handy. So I'll post that in the chat. But the problem is on my end, there's so many different elements of Unreal to deal with that it's really difficult figuring out what I should focus on. I want to do some mixed reality stuff. So I've got some Meta XR interaction stuff planned, which I'm going to do some videos on because I've been doing quite a lot of tutoring sessions with people covering that. So I thought we could do some for the channel, Patreon and YouTube members as well, which would be good. I have your tools, by the way. Awesome. That's what I'm working on right now. Thanks for the way you put into it. Thank you for buying it. It's been like 3 years I've been building this thing. I decided to rebuild it now. I am going to remove this, you know. I'm going to just say screw it. There we go. Clean that up. We'll do it manually with the button controllers, which is fine. Makes sense to use 5 as a lot of stuff. There's so much stuff, I can't keep up with it. Although, that makes me... well, I can't keep up with chat. Somebody mentioned IK. Square Peg, are you adding full body IK to the template? No, I'm not. I knew there was something I didn't answer. But what I've done is I've rebuilt this in a way that you should be able to add IK to it now. It should be a lot easier for you to set that up if you want to, which is quite nice. But I won't be doing that. I don't really have the time, honestly. If you want IK, there is plugins out there that drop into GDXR really well. There's a bunch of people on the Discord who have been able to set all that up. So it's not something I need to kind of focus on. I'd rather focus on setting up the main core of things so you guys can just hit the ground running. Same goes for physics hands. If you want physics hands now, all you have to do is go to motion controllers hands, duplicate these ones, and then in here, if you go to the rig, or it might not be this one because it's a child. Come on. I think I broke it now. But basically, you can go into skeletal hands visualization, add the constraints in, so you can move this around however you want. So if you want to do physics, you can then do a physics constraint, and you can rejig this, and it'll just automatically work for you. So the idea is to make this as filled out as possible, but as modular as possible that you can add the new stuff as you want. And also, I don't have to worry about physics or Unreal changing the physics system on the back end and then busting the whole template. I'm trying to keep it as general and as Unreal friendly as possible. Ronnie, I'm trying to rotate a skeletal mesh join over blueprint and can't figure it out at all. Joints over blueprints. You should be able to get the skeletal mesh and then get the joint, but it's going to be down to what you're trying to do for how you approach it. Like if it's a full body IK, you're probably going to need to modify the blueprint skeletal. Oh, what's it called? What is it called? The control rig. You'll probably need a custom control rig so you can modify it through blueprints that way. But there's so much, it's just getting out of hand. Cool. Fixed. Crouching. Hopefully we walk up to this and it auto crouches. Yes. And we walk out. And then we automatically stand back up. Need to fix the climbing. It's quite nice, but need to sort it out. Oh, oh. There's a couple of bugs with it. There's the problem. You change the socket on that. And fix the keycard apparently. 2 months. Oh, I forgot about that. If I let go. There we go. I have a king of tube. You have a kind of tub. Is that right? Kind of tub, and just want to rotate the joints using float value. That is it. But I will start from the video you recommend. If it's a joint, don't know whether you're going to be able to rotate it that way. You could have it as 2 different elements, and then you can have them rotate separately. I'm going to do a sphere collision zone around this, and then if I get close to it, run a sphere trace, a line trace from the rotation to the finger to see whether it is going up or down. Fine, to show how to get the rotation. World climbable. collision is what I'm after. In this room. I need to make that sphere bigger for the finger. Three's probably going to be way too big. Might leave it as it is. I'm going to be back in just a second, guys. I'm going to go top up my drink. And I'm going to go grab some painkillers. Alright, be back in a second. many left. Not that there's many people here to begin with. The arm. OBS says I'm back, but the camera does not. What's going on with the camera? Still going? Welcome back, I guess. I assume you can hear me, just can't see me. There we go. That was strange. I just had to change it over. Working now. Cool. Right. What was I doing? Fixed little switch. Key card. I have to have a proper look into this one and see what's going on with it. By the way, will you be able to see the sign of your free? Would love to see your feedback on it. Yeah, we'll have a look in a minute. See what's going. I just want to double check I read my messages right for my client. Double check that I'm doing it alright. Oh. Okay, let's have a look. Within the default extended cinematic sequence.
Shut the fuck up, everyone! Cooperate with us, or I'll shoot your brains out like I did to that officer.
Dude, it's like such Payday vibes. Dude, this is awesome. I wouldn't even know where to start doing something like this. Like there, like, if this is how it starts, and then it just goes like, camera zooms into the back of his head, you become the player, just like John Wick it. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start making something like this. But it is really, really good, dude.
Shut the fuck up, everyone. Cooperate with us, or I'll shoot your brains out like I did to that officer.
Really good. Made in around 10 days. See, this is what I need to do, is just take off some time from just doing like the GDXR stuff and learn something new about Unreal. Like do an animated cinematic or something. But that is really good. Original submission was made in 3 days. Damn. Seriously, like, well done, dude. My first time doing something like this. You nailed it. This one said a snap. That one works. That's snubbing. That's what the other one should do. Oh shit, almost knocked that over. Change the hand animation, will it work? I wonder if it's just not getting the correct reference. I expect when I got started as a top 5, it's like there's a top 5, I needed to extend it. And I also had to submit it in a day early, as I had to attend my parents' 25th anniversary, and I was started a day late because I had to attend another event. It's always the same. Last month was hectic as hell. 2 events and 3 client works, but this as well. Yeah, I've done 2 different client projects this week. Not this week. This past month already. Well, end of April, and then I had my mum over April, so I took a week off, and then sorting that out, doing client work, and it's just like I was supposed to do. That's why it's breaking. Grab components way off. But yeah, it's been absolutely crazy. And the client also didn't pay. Oh man. If you're doing it next time you do a client project, make sure to get half of it up front. That's typically how I work. If it's over a certain amount, they pay either the whole thing, or if it's over a certain amount, they'll pay half now and then half at the end. Probably not even if it's over a certain amount, it's probably more if it's over a certain amount of days. If I'm working on something for just the day, it'll typically be up front. There we go. Right, it's just the grab point was in the wrong place. Ooh. Yeah, we feel the pain. Yeah. Like I know that I'm in quite a unique position of just being able to say, like, turn work down if I need to. Like, I'm not doing it if you can't pay it. Like, we're not going to start this because it's just going to end up being a waste of my time and theirs. So it's nice sometimes being able to put that in place and just be like, pay half now, pay half afterwards, and then we'll go from there. Disconnects and then stops. Cool. Take it back out. Excellent. Two seconds, guys. I'm trying to figure out whether I've got a meeting starting in 3 minutes or not. Alright, I'll wait till I get back. Check my emails actually. Okay, I think we're good. I think I'm just having a meeting with him in the morning. Yeah, building. I need to learn how to find client outside of India. The pay is low and sometimes the pay like 1/3 of a low amount and run away. Also, it was my bad. I didn't ask 50% first. I was desperate and needed money to go to this event. Damn. There's websites you could use. So places like Fiverr or what's it called? Freelancer, I think it's called. Freelancer? Yeah, websites like Freelancer, Fiverr, Upwork. There's the other one I was thinking. They could be pretty good if you put your portfolio on there. The problem is you've got to kind of bid with other people to get the jobs. But it does have a middleman that holds the money in escrow. So if you need to get it, you can do the project and then pull the money out at the end once they've paid it, which could also help. But it all depends on the type of work that you're looking to get as well. Finding Unreal work is quite difficult. If you can find stuff that you don't like doing, might just be something like that. Like ArcBiz, if you focused on ArcBiz, I imagine that would be a very lucrative income. Fix the little switch, fix the keycard. Kind of animation's a bit out of place, but that's fine. We need to fix the draw because the scale for the grab component is huge, which is very strange. Component stationary interaction. Everything else is stationary interaction, so it's not that. What's the underscore handle? Did I just get the bucket wrong? Headset died? What? In? At the moment, I'm open to do it. Once I'm stable, then I'll go back working on the game. At the moment, I'm taking a break from it and focus on stability. Nice. It's logical. It's a good thing to do. No point screwing yourself over for it. I'm just going to change these and then hope this works once we've got a headset that's up and running. Finding you work in ArcBiz is also difficult. Yes. Yeah. To be fair, just finding work in general is difficult these days, especially with everything that's going on globally. It can be quite a challenge. But there is things out there and places you can look to find that. I think focusing on ArcBiz is probably one of the easier ones. That seems I say easy. I don't find it too difficult to find ArcBiz jobs. A lot of architects just come to me. But it can also depend on the project and the client as well. I've seen a lot of UK based and people in the States and Canada kind of looking in those areas for the work now. So kind of going outside of it can be a bit of a challenge. I'm not too sure how that works or how they deal with it. So it's going to be kind of on your end, looking to see what the best solution is, whether it's some of these websites that you can use for the portfolio stuff, and then go in that route as well. But yeah, it's definitely not easy. The shader complexity is so bad. It's so bad. Directional light, I've got that changed to movable. On the test builds, should be able to have dynamic shadows on mobile now, which is really cool. Fix this. We've got grenades that work. Player start. That grenade. Change lighting scenario. I remove that. At the moment, I'm working on portfolio work so that I can pitch to some guys. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. They're not used because they're spawned in. That's why. I don't know what else I can do without my headset. I had a look at this previously as well, not on the stream, about taking the hands from here and having two different meshes. So when you hover over each one of them, it just moves up to each one. And then when you remove them off, it hides it. So then instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out hands. Ten different meshes with sphere capsules. It's just done off the one, which would be really good in performance. Although you wouldn't have that many in a scene anyway, ideally, so it wouldn't be too bad. But I can't predict what people are going to do with it. But this is spline based, I forgot to mention. So it checks whether the hand is near the spline and then it moves it along the mesh. So based on whereabouts it is, you can have different hand locations, kind of go through it. Making a Sherlock Holmes room type interior. Nice. So if you can get some concept art offline and recreate that with like the artist's permission, you can always do some quite good stuff. I need that in here somewhere. I was working on this one. What? Making funny noises. the moment I picked up an asset pack from the marketplace, optimizing the crap out of it. Yeah, I wanted to do that for a video actually. I wanted to take an asset pack from the marketplace and then go through it and see if I can make it work on mobile. I can never really decide which one I want to do. That's what I want my gun range to look like. Like this, so this is what I want this to look like. It would be my end goal. I might have to have a look, see how they built it. What's it called? Military training. But yeah, this is basically the same art style and design that I want it to be. Take a look, see how they've done it. So much tea. But yeah, you can see here where I've got like the curved thing that I was trying to do. Fast internet now. What did I call it? I forgot what I called it. Have a look. Didn't take too long. Nice. Got it? Yeah. No character in it. I think I still need to have a look at this, see how they build it. Let's hold up. These, or they got their own. There we go, cool. Kinda look like this. That would be the plan anyway. It's got two materials. Where's the wood? Okay. It's not bad. Cool. Yeah, this is the kind of gun range that I want in mind. Build something that looks like this. Have it all functional. Such good detail. Something like this will look amazing. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've done any modeling stuff though. So I think I need to just sit down and have a look through how they built it. And then go for something similar. I think it would look absolutely fantastic. So how big are these walls? 4 meters. Yeah. Four by four. That will look amazing, but we'll again have to optimize it like crazy. Trim sheet stuff. Trim sheets aren't that difficult to do. It's optimizing the models and and having them to have as few trim sheets as possible would be the hardest part. But once you already know how you want your model to be, like designed, then it's not too bad. Quest can handle 2 million polys on screen at once, so it's not all that much of a problem. This whole level is 1.7 million tries. It's not bad. The rifle gun is 24,000. 26,000. 268 tries. Like, if this is the only stuff that you have in your level on the Quest, I don't think it would have much of a problem running it. Is nanite off? I'm pretty sure. I don't think any of this is using nanite. It's too simple for nanite. Yeah, nanite's turned off. Yeah, I don't think it's using nanite at all. Change that. Nanite's on globally, but I'm pretty sure it is on the default VR template anyway. I've been able to get 1.2 to 1.4 mil run on Quest. Yeah, I did a project years ago and I had like 2 million on Quest too, so it would definitely run. I don't think I'll have time to build it. I wasn't expecting it to change until after I chose restart. Probably struggling a little bit because I'm streaming as well. So impatient, just want to do something. There's like nothing I can do. It's just like, what's going on? By the way, for the PC, you're still using 4090 and upgrade everything else. Yes. Yeah. I rarely push the 4090 to its limit, so there was no point in me upgrading that. But it still worked, so I didn't have to worry about fixing it. I was able to clean the liquid off of it, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I upgraded basically everything else. I was able to keep my hard drives, so I didn't have to worry about that. Hard drives, but literally everything else I replaced. Yeah, I got a new water cooler in there. I've got a new motherboard, CPU, new RAM. I have got a new hard drive in there, but I haven't put Windows on it yet. But other than that, pretty much everything was a full upgrade. I thought that number just went up. Nice. Yeah, it looks really good. Like I'm playing Clear Obscure 33 on it, and it's been running quite nicely. $900X. No, which one was it? It's the 9950X 3D, 64 gig of RAM. Yeah. Works really well. 32 cores. 64 gig of RAM with 5 megabytes, 5 gigahertz or something like that. Yeah. It's quite good. Right, now to do that again, I'm using 7900X. See, that's the thing, is I don't know much about AMD, so it's like it's new to me trying to figure out which one to go with. But I went to the shop and I was like, I either need to fix the PC, hope it works, or I just upgrade it because I've been planning on doing that for a couple of months anyway. So just thought about upgrading it and then just went straight for it. Yeah. You haven't overclocked your RAM? No. I have a lot of issues when I overclock RAM. It always just causes crashes. And because I'm doing streams and stuff and it's a little bit unstable, I'm never too sure what to actually do with it. things. Yeah, I knew that I needed more cores and more threads. It's so nice when it actually kicks off. But it goes quite fast now. I just realised I've been doing all of this. I should have just migrated the content over to a new template. I could have just thrown the VR in there. Instead of just see what it looks like with forward. Yeah. Joe Game, hello. Welcome to the stream. Wow, new POV. Yes, I got a new camera. I got a new Insta360 X5. So we can see more of the room. So when I do some better videos that I've got planned, should be able to see a little bit more of what's going on. Which will be quite nice. I can change it, so I can kind of like bring it in. Still trying to get used to how it works. And I can do like the full thing. To play around with, that's for sure. New so I can show off my headsets. The Lego. Camera looks amazing. I hope so. It's apparently 8K. So it's an 8K camera. I want to take some, I've got to just put an SD card in it. So I want to take some pictures with it and then see if we can load them into Unreal and get Unreal to spit out something that looks good. This doesn't look too bad. This is running on forward rendering. That's pretty reflective. That must have a different material. Hopefully, it'd be set up for build lighting. Is this the monthly free asset? Yes, it's one of them. On Fab, we're just taking a look at it. It's this one, the military training facility. But I saw it and I was like, this is what I want the gun range to look like in the GDXR template. Like this is how I want it to look. Like the whole GDXR template, I'd love for it to look like this. Yeah, I think I need to take a look at this, see how they've built it. Look at the dimensions. But it looks like it's all just 4x4. Four by four? 400, yeah, 4x4. I think we just crashed. Oh, there we go. Light builds either made it or broke it. Probably really broke it. Good. I definitely think I need to rebuild the template though, just to make it look really good on the marketplace. Knowing that action captures are taking longer than everything else, and I'm pretty sure I've deleted them. We've only got about 20 minutes left and then I gotta go. Emails, just so many emails, it never stops. Oh, that looks good. Some issues with lighting in it, certain areas. Solid. Ouch. Really bad. Yeah, I'm sure we could do something without all of this. Palette. Occlusion. We normally have. And then I don't know why there's an emissive channel in here.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicles.
update them all. The design and the art style I've always had in my head for the GDXR template is the new Tomb Raider series, or the last Tomb Raider series that came out, when you're in the underground facilities for that, and it's all like the broken concrete. I always loved the idea of doing it like that. Definitely a custom mesh. I think if you do low enough res on mobile, you can get away with having one trim sheet do all of this. The only problem is this one, which has the transparency in it, would have to be another, maybe another material. Might just have to be that detailed though. It's actually super simple. It's just got the one bevel and it's got weighted normals. Smooth it out. They've got the smooth. So they're using the tiling material and then they're using the trim as the edge highlights. Oh, they're just actually using it on the bottom. Where do these? Where does this edge wear come from then? Is that just in the material? I don't think that's in the material, is it? Is it vertex material? I hate dealing with shader graph. Like, I've been working it pretty well. I just hate dealing with it. I'm not too sure how they've done this edge wear. It should be in that one material. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. It should be in there. But I can't see that surface detail on it. HyperX blind. Let's. Might change that. And then save it. We'll see if it actually does it. Yeah, I think that was it. There's using a vertex material. There we go. There it is. So I'll take my leave. No worries, I'm going to be wrapping up in 10 minutes anyway, so not going to miss that much. Oh. That I'll have to cook. Nice. Gonna be too bad. Still need to do something with this. Thanks again for watching the cinematic. No worries, man. It was a pleasure. It was really good. See you in the next stream. Yeah, hopefully it won't be as long as what it has been between these ones. Should we do another one soon? Alright, dude. Hope you have a good day. I feel like this has lit a fire under us. It just wants to do some modeling. See, I would have probably done the 1 meter, or done the 2 meters, and then having another mesh along here so it could be extended. Pretty much build everything on a 4x4 meter grid is what's being seen here. And then have a custom mesh. What has that bit? Do you need it? You can remove those. Still want to model some stuff now. It's even got the detail on the inside of the bullet. That's a good way of doing it. Everybody, I think I'm going to call it there, and then we'll leave it at this, and hopefully do another stream at some point soon, and I'll see you around. But yeah, alright everyone, I'll see you later on. Bye.